bitches leave.
So something interesting I just wanted to talk about. There's this YouTube artist, all right? His name is Ye The Rippaverse. This man has officially started a comic universe known as the Rippaverse. And the first issue of his publication, it's called Isom. I don't know the entire plot of the whole thing, but the vague notion that I get from it is that it's about this guy who has superhuman powers and he has used them to be a superhero, but he, for whatever reason or another, grows tired of it or doesn't want the responsibility anymore, moves off, and he becomes a rancher in Texas, which is where Young Ripper or Eric July is from. The thing that's so great about this is it has the same promise that, frankly, a lot of the films from the Daily Wire have, where it's like, this isn't like the conservative answer to how disgustingly, ridiculously, heinously woke comic books have gotten. From his own admission, this is simply like superheroes for the sake of being superheroes. There is no subtext that engulfs what should just be a good superhero story. And really, in essence, a lot of comic book fans have gotten disheartened of late because of just how woke and on the nose a lot of modern day comic books have become. I mean, one of the biggest examples to come to mind, frankly, is Superman. There are 1,000,001 ways that they are woking the shit out of Superman. The one of the latest ones, I forget what the first name is, Kent. It's like a relation of Superman or whatever who is gay with another character. And then there is actually a Superman comic strip in which Superman is incarcerated in a war camp where it's implied that he is raped repeated times. What the fuck, dude? DC Comics literally raped truth, justice, and the American way. No exaggeration here. No exaggeration. Is it really any wonder that people are disheartened with this whole thing? Comic books aren't comic books anymore. And the thing is, like, all of these new superheroes or new spins that they're putting on old classics, they're not benevolent. Superheroes are and always have been selfless. Superman fought to preserve freedom. Are there 1,000,001 people of Earth who were complete pieces of shit to him? As Clark Kent, was he sick, of getting kind of ragged on by people? Yes, absolutely. But he was selfless. That's what a superhero is. This modern rendition of comic books is so tribal. That's what it is. It's tribal. It's narcissistic. It's self-serving. These superheroes don't fight for the greater good. They don't give a shit about anybody who doesn't share their perspective. Now, I haven't read Isom. I did order a double pack, basically one to read, one to collect. The collecting one is going to be signed by Eric July himself, which is nice. But I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. And apparently they introduce all these other characters that are going to expand into this entire universe. Now, the interesting thing about this, and to prove my point about how disheartened people have come with comic books, in less than a week, they have broken $2 million, and it is driving people freaking insane. All of these woke warriors, all of these morons, these closed-minded, infantile idiots are lashing out against this. The mere mention of Rippaverse, unless it is in an insulting way, has actually been banned from numerous subreddits. It's disgusting. It's modern day Puritans. This is the new Puritan. This one size fits all bullshit. And the fact that, again, in less than a week, this man has made well over $2 million and counting. That is a huge, huge, huge signal. Now, I'm talking about comic books, I'm talking about comic book universes. Why am I bringing this up on the motion picture notion? Well, first of all, I talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, and that's that. Two, I had a really cool idea, and I'm not going to lie to you, I think that it might be just down the road. I think that the Daily Wire should partner with the Rippaverse, and they should make their own version of the Rippaverse movies. I mean, it would take probably a couple years, I would imagine, because literally the first issue of the first superhero just came out. But I'm not even kidding you. Like 2 years down the road, there will probably be enough material that they could do it. Just watch how many new subscribers the Daily Wire is going to get after this. But it's just ironic, you know, and again, this guy, Eric July, he is very calm, very chill dude, but he's been getting a lot of direct flack over everything because he's not falling in line. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And one person even said, like, well, Isam's a black man, so it looks like you're going woke. And even Eric July is like, dude, you are coming from such a hateful place. Like, such a hateful place right now. You really need to check yourself and really think about, like, what you're saying. The right doesn't have to try very hard, quite frankly, okay? All they have to do is just not be woke. Nobody wants to see anybody preach about anything. They just want to go out. They just want to be entertained, plain and simple. And that's what these places are starting to offer. And I just today watched a video. It was actually an interview with Quentin Tarantino and Bill Maher. He was talking to Quentin Tarantino, who was basically saying that, like, what you have going on right now with, like, all the censorship and shit, that's happened before. And he cited the 50s with, like, this puritanical, you can't go against the grain, like, this is not allowed. And it just made people want to rebel against it all the more. And that's kind of like where we find ourselves now. It's just sort of like the swing of the pendulum. It's the other end of the spectrum. So at any rate, yeah, sincerely hope that the Rippaverse, it continues to be a huge success. I'm telling you, man, I got a feeling. The Daily Wire, I really hope they pick it up. Because if they started their own superhero universe, all bets are off, man. Hollywood's going to have a real problem on their hands. But at any rate, I'm very excited about these recent developments. I'm very excited about the way film and media and comic books are going. And that's all she wrote.